The boxing and combat sports world was sent into a frenzy after UFC President Dana White confirmed that a blockbuster showdown between Canelo Alvarez and Terence "Bud" Crawford is officially set, and will stand shoulder to shoulder with Floyd Mayweather's historic mega fights against Conor McGregor and Manny Pacquiao. White's announcement has once again blurred the line between combat sports spectacle and pure sporting legacy, promising one of the most talked about fights in recent history. For years, fight fans speculated about a potential clash between Alvarez, the pound-for-pound Mexican superstar, and Crawford, the undefeated American technician who has dominated every division he's touched. Many dismissed it as a dream fight that would never materialize due to promotional politics, weight class differences, and financial hurdles. Yet, just as Mayweather once defied expectations by fighting Pacquiao in 2015 and McGregor in 2017, White's confirmation means boxing's next great super fight is no longer fantasy, it's happening. A new chapter in boxing superfights. When Mayweather fought Manny Pacquiao, the bout was billed as the fight of the century, shattering pay-per-view records with over 4.6 million buys. 2 years later, Mayweather returned from retirement to box UFC star Conor McGregor in an unprecedented crossover that generated another 4.3 million buys and cemented Mayweather's position as the king of box office spectacle. Now, Alvarez vs. Crawford aims to write its own chapter in that same lineage of mega fights. While it lacks the novelty of a boxing vs MMA showdown like McGregor's crossover, the clash offers something purists crave: two elite, generational talents at the peak of their skills. Alvarez, with his mix of power, defense, and ring IQ, has conquered weight divisions from junior middleweight to light heavyweight. Crawford, meanwhile, is celebrated for his switch-hitting ability, precision, and ruthless finishing instinct. The fight is already being compared to the Mayweather-Pacquiao encounter, but with a key difference: both Alvarez and Crawford remain active, hungry, and arguably at their peak. Fans won't be watching faded versions of greats but rather two undisputed champions colliding at a time when legacies are still being written. Dana White's role in the deal. Dana White's involvement has surprised many. While he's long teased a deeper push into boxing with his Zuffa Boxing project, few expected him to play a central role in brokering a fight of this magnitude. White has hinted that the deal required cooperation across multiple promotional and broadcasting entities, calling it the most complicated but exciting negotiation I've ever been part of. This fight will stand alongside Mayweather vs. Pacquiao and Mayweather vs. McGregor as one of the biggest events in combat sports history, White said. Canelo is the face of boxing today, and Crawford is the most dangerous fighter pound for pound. When you put them together, it's not just a fight, it's a global event. What's at stake for both fighters? For Alvarez, the bout represents another chance to cement his place as the modern face of boxing. Though already a 4-division world champion and the first undisputed super middleweight champion, a win over Crawford would silence critics who question his dominance outside his natural weight class. Crawford, on the other hand, faces the opportunity of a lifetime. Having unified the welterweight division in 2023 by defeating Errol Spence Jr. in dominant fashion, moving up to face Alvarez provides him with the chance to etch his name in history as not only undefeated but as the man who toppled boxing's most celebrated superstar. A victory would elevate Crawford from pound-for-pound king to undisputed legend, placing him in rare company alongside the sport's greatest ever. Financial and cultural impact. Much like Mayweather's previous mega fights, Alvarez vs. Crawford is expected to draw massive pay-per-view numbers, potentially rivaling the 4 to 5 million buy mark if marketed effectively. Venues under discussion include Las Vegas T-Mobile Arena and the newly built Sphere, though White has also teased the possibility of staging the fight in a massive international location such as Saudi Arabia, which has recently become a major player in hosting high-profile combat events. Beyond finances, the cultural weight of the fight cannot be understated. Alvarez, adored in Mexico and by Latino fans worldwide, brings one of the most passionate fanbases in boxing. Crawford, a proud Omaha native who has been underappreciated for much of his career, now steps into a global spotlight unlike anything he has experienced before. The clash represents not only a battle of skill but also of identity, pride, and global fan allegiance. Legacy of the Mayweather standard. Mayweather set the benchmark for what a megafight truly means: massive crossover appeal, unprecedented earnings, and historical significance. His fights against Pacquiao and McGregor proved that the right combination of star power, timing, and promotion could turn a single night into a cultural phenomenon. Alvarez vs. Crawford now steps into that rarefied air, tasked with delivering not only financial success but also in-ring action that fans will remember for decades. The difference this time is that, unlike the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, which many criticized as too tactical, or the Mayweather-McGregor crossover, which some dismissed as spectacle, Alvarez vs. Crawford promises the perfect blend: elite skill, competitive stakes, and mainstream appeal. Conclusion: Dana White's confirmation of Canelo Alvarez vs. Terence Crawford is more than just another big fight announcement. It's a declaration that boxing can still produce monumental moments on par with Mayweather's legendary spectacles. For fans, it's a once-in-a-generation matchup that will define careers, shift legacies, and perhaps even reset the standard for what a superfight in modern boxing looks like. When Alvarez and Crawford finally step into the ring, the echoes of Mayweather's mega fights will loom large, but the night may very well belong to them.